With respect to what we're being told in the media with this virus, is the truth of why this is happening now going to be revealed to us?
We don't believe that it will be.
Tell me more about that. So humans will not really know the truth?
Humans are unwilling to know the truth,
Why?
generally speaking. They live in a very disconnected way.
I see, so they don't want to know the truth?
Well, they want the truth to be different than it is.
Oh, I see. What would you like to say about that?
Just that the truth is that all humans are connected to one another. All humans are collected to source, connected to source, creative source. And all humans are here to have a life experience that they are choosing. So if they're choosing to be in fear, to be fear mongers, then they will have that experience.
Is there any benefit to have that type of experience? I mean, do you learn anything from being in fear in your life?
No.
If you live your life full of fear, are there any repercussions from that?
Many.
Could you tell me about that?
You attract things into your life that perpetuate your idea of living in fear.
Oh, well, what if you are a person that lives in fear? What can you do about that?
Change your beliefs.
How do you do that? What if you don't know that you're a fearful person living in fear, attracting things to yourself?
And this is challenging if you don't know what you don't know.
Well, say you want to change your belief. You're a very fearful person and you want to change your belief. How can you go about doing that?
Can ask for help.
Who do you ask?
Your higher power. Some people have a higher power that is God or Jesus or Buddha or whomever. But if you ask your creative source, your universal intelligence, to show you that you are meant to be here on earth, living a beautiful, fertile, purpose-filled, joyful existence, there is no choice but for them to show you that. Now, that is not to say that there will not be troubles or struggles, because we live in a world, in a universe that has duality. There is darkness to light.
Well, say I want to change something about myself and I ask for help and I feel like I don't get it. What is going on?
What is going on is that you have a feeling that you did not get it.
Oh, so really I did get the help?
If you ask for help, you will get help. But help does not come in the exact way that you decide it should come. So you have to have your eyes open and your heart open and be ready for opportunities. Have you ever heard the story, the parable about the woman who is drowning and she asks for help?
I think so, but can you tell me again?
And she says, God, please help me. And then a log floats by and she doesn't take the log. She doesn't grab a hold of it. She said, no, God, I'm waiting for God to help me. And then someone throws down a rope for her to grab and she says, no, I'm waiting for God to help me. And then finally she drowns And she goes to heaven and says, God, how did you not help me? And he said, I sent the log and you refused. And I sent the rope and you refused. So the moral of that story is to look for the opportunities.
Okay, so every time a human asks for help, they are helped every single time?
Yes.
Okay. And just look for the opportunities?
Look for the rope.
Well, what about the humans that are worried about the current state of affairs? That feel they don't understand the truth of what is going on. How do they go about finding that truth?
Why do they need to know the truth about what is going on outside of them?
I guess because it feels so uncertain. They just want to know so they feel like they're in control.
Well, humans are not here to be in control.
They're not?
No. The very idea of being in control perpetuates the fact that you would not be open to opportunities because you are in control. If you are in control, how can you get help? How can you be open?
That's true. Okay, so just for instance, say someone is really worried because they don't have a job right now because of the shutdown or something like that. What you would suggest, I think, is to ask for help. And then what do they do if they can't work? They can't. How do they feel okay in their life? How do they get what they need?
There's a sense of surrender that needs to happen. If you are going to ask for help, then you have to trust that the help will come. And that it may not come in the way you expect it to come, but that it will come.
Okay.
And that opportunities will arise, and your job is to take the opportunities and not to question them, not to resist them, not to say, this isn't what I wanted.
Okay. Okay. And what if someone is very, very sick? Say they're very sick with this virus or very sick with cancer or something like that, and they ask for help. What happens?
Many things could happen. One is that they could be cured, healed. But another is that they have deep resistance, or they are attached to the story of being ill. Maybe they think that the only way to receive love or to receive rest or to receive attention in their lives is to be ill and to create dis-ease. So as long as they have those stories about themselves, that they are not lovable unless they are in a vulnerable position or weak or victimized, then it will be difficult for them to receive a spontaneous healing.
Well, do they get the opportunities if they ask for spontaneous healing? Say someone wants spontaneous healing.
They can have the opportunities, but they will need to work on their program.
How do they do that?
There are various ways they can do deconditioning work. They can work with the hypnotherapist to clear the stories, the subconscious programming. But yes, they are allowed, and that is available. But if you have a very strong belief that things can be one way, it is difficult to believe in miracles.
Right. So you really have to work on your beliefs.
Correct.
I see.
And you have to understand that if you have a story that you've perpetuated your entire existence, you have to do work unraveling that story to get to the healing.
I see. Thank you.